Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 German cruiser, Admiral Hipper. She has 43,800 health, a top speed of 32 knots, 8 203mm guns, 12 torpedoes, a surface detect of 13.8 kilometers, and 69 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduced the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, improved steering. For my commander, basic survivability, expert marksman, superintendent, and advanced firing training. We're on the map Northern Lights, and oh boy, was this a great game. I was only swapping out the concealment module for the steering module, and the game turned into just an amazing experience for me because I got to work very closely with a particular player on my team. It always feels great when if you're in a random battle, the strategy comes together and you both work off each other so well without communicating other than the call out that focus the target or I will be on this target or anything like that. The game was just such a thrill, and I hope that everyone gets to experience that level of team play in random battle. I know it's quite rare. Let's not beat around the bush. It honestly never happens. So, I was center spawn. I moved to try and peer over at the C point, and immediately I am detected. So that tells me a couple things. There's a destroyer over there. Obvious, right? But there's also not really anything I can do about it, because I was detected before the visible destroyer saw me. So there's actually two destroyers over there. Not one, but two. That's a little dangerous for me. So I'm going to pull back. I decided to use my aircraft to peer over the island, maybe scout out the enemy destroyer. And right now, there is no ship that has line of sight until just now. So we know at least one of the enemy destroyers has left the safety of the smoke, and maybe they're going over to D, maybe they're moving forward towards me. Either way, it's not good because I can't really see them. And as I work towards the island, I sort of notice exactly where I was undetected by whatever's out there. It's a destroyer, but I haven't confirmed with my own eyes that it is. I just know from experience. Enemy aircraft is overhead, set the target as primary, and sure enough, it's an enemy destroyer. It's a Boyskavica, right? Yes, it's a Boyskavica. Sorry, my streaming setup is slightly altered. I mean, my rendering setup is slightly altered from what I usually do, so the screen's not as easy to see as it used to be. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Friendly destroyer over by D he's alive, but he's dead now. Not a big shocker there. And we have no control over D. The enemy's going to take it. So we have A point, nobody has B, and nobody will. Look how many enemies are overlooking the B point. But there is a potential target, this enemy Hipper. He is moving away from C. Maybe he felt like, I don't want to really deal with that. My aircraft's down. I don't have any information about what's on the other side. I'm a little bit too close to the island in order to fire over it. And I am hesitant to show myself, at least initially, towards the C point. Because we only had a confirmation that one enemy destroyer was over by D. Our guy died so fast that I couldn't get any other information out of that engagement. Now, what else do we know? Well, we know that the enemy just took D. We see another enemy destroyer that is somewhere over by the B point. In fact, he might be against an island. Maybe he ran aground. I don't really know. So I'm continuing forward with the hope that maybe I can take the guy out at D, limit the number of enemy ships that can engage me, because C is a cluster. It is not a good position to assault when there's so many enemies that are overlooking B. It's almost as dangerous as B itself. And sure enough, we do indeed predict the location. We have a friendly cruiser right on our butt, or right on our starboard side. He's in Atlanta. He is built to kill destroyers. So I decide, okay, I'm going to help him out. There is a threat that torpedoes were sent. He did show his side for a lengthy time, so I use hydroacoustic. I don't need to be told that that's what you need to do, and sure enough, we see the torpedoes that are incoming, and we also see there's an enemy cruiser with this guy. So what I am going to decide, and friendly appears to be able to avoid it completely, great. And because of hydro, it was easier for him. I don't know if he had hydro, but I certainly did. I'm going to go after the enemy cruiser with AP. That's where I excel. The Atlanta excels at taking out destroyers, and we miss a little high, just a touch. Just a little bit. We can adjust, though. We can make this work, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I am still pushing forward. I want to detect, and there we go. Okay, Citadel it. 7,800, that's not bad at all. They are going after the Atlanta hardcore. I need to kill them. We get another Citadel, 7,800. And another big damaging shot. The Boyskavitsa and the enemy Myoko, the arpeggio version. They have an issue. And I have a solution. Take the enemy cruiser out, transition to the enemy destroyer. We still have hydro up, mind you, and the torpedoes were cleanly detected. So I'm just going to make sure that I can go cleanly past. You know, straighten up your camera, look directly at it, make sure you can confirm you will fit. I could send out my torpedoes, which I do, in case he might pull away. He, of course, sent his torpedoes. This is his only option, maybe to rotate around. The Atlanta takes the destroyer out. Basically textbook. 2 versus 2. The target selection, the ammo selection, using hydro, everything worked splendid for me and the friendly Atlanta. And I had to rely on the expectation that maybe he knows what he's doing. I can't assume that a player obviously knows what he's doing, but I can't play it 1 versus 2. I need him to deliver the team support that I needed, and we helped each other out. We took out targets. I took out the cruiser that was going after him. He took out the destroyer, which was very close to me. Maybe his torpedoes were close. I don't really know. Either way, we can take D safely. At least, that is what it appears to be safely. And the team, yet to take another base. It is a little bit dangerous, though. There's not a lot of enemy ships visible on the map. And if you notice, there is a last known position on one of the ships, 2 of the ships, somewhere over by sea. And oh no, it has indeed been confirmed, the greatest fear. There's an enemy ship incoming to our location right now. Notice his last known position. It was right next to the large island and the small little islands, and I'm going to try and sail as close. Yeah, see, I use my cursor to tell the stream. It is an issue. There are aircraft in the sky detecting our exact location. My only hope is that I can get near the island. Yeah, and it is his aircraft. And oh no, it's a battleship. It's a North Carolina. Well, I don't really like that at all. I don't really like that one bit. So what I end up doing is I send my torpedoes. It's a 6-kilometer range. Not a good chance of hitting it. In fact, there's no chance because he's turning away. We do capture D, though, which was important. We can aggressively push into him. He has no advantage. I can rebalance him with my torpedoes. So I'm just trying to keep the pressure up. Some people are like, why are you keeping AP loaded? And I just want to confirm he is indeed firing on my friendly. Because AP is really strong when the ship shows his broadside. And is he aggressive enough to show his broadside? He is. He wants to use his front guns. And unfortunately, he takes out the friendly Atlanta. So he's going to be showing more side in order to use his front guns on me. Now this is where steering could really help me out. He could do one of 2 things. He could hit all his shots. He could citadel me in the bow area. I could get lucky and have it ricochet down I just want to give him a hard shot. And, ooh, okay, that worked out good. He fired another. I think he missed. I'm going to send my torpedoes on my starboard side. They did come up rather quickly, and he's basically perfectly broadside. So every single cooldown, I'm going to use it on his superstructure. Notice where I'm aiming. Oh, yeah, great shot. And he misses the citadel. The bow basically absorbs the damage. It's taken the most damage. There's not really a lot of damage left to take there. And yeah, he's angled a little bit too much. Is the torpedoes going to catch him? I don't think they're going to catch him. I think he's able to avoid it. Yeah, he's able to avoid it. Oh, of course. Why are you coming after me? I'm not a super heavy cruiser. I'm not a battleship. Thankfully, my AA and the aircraft were able to take it out. We are showing a perfect broadside to him, but I have to risk it. One turret for 2 is worth it, and he does pretty good damage to us, but I think we've got him. Yes, indeed. The torpedoes are going to hit him. Yeah, see you later, enemy North Carolina. And that is about as well as it could be played. You want to limit the angle that the opponent can engage you, and the only time you try and re-angle is the lowest DPS location, which is using his stern gun. His bow guns were not in position until we were almost completely out of the turn. It worked out pretty well. Did we get lucky? Absolutely. A equal tier battleship should be able to citadel you at least once or twice. I don't believe he ever did. I think he did good damage, but he never got the big one shot that would have turned the tide and allowed him to win that. Now, I decide to hold my fire. I don't care about the Cleveland. I want to move to the sea point. Notice there are a couple enemy ships that are potentially showing their side. That is a big deal. Now, we have an advantage on ships, capture points, but I am always looking for more because there is a friendly that's pretty low just to the south. So we're going to peer over. We see an enemy cruiser. Ah, yes. Okay, he's coming towards us slightly, so we lead in that direction. Depress the gun. Don't lead too much, Notser, and oh yeah! Citadel him, wiped him out. Didn't even need to think about that. And that worked out way better than I thought it was going to. I was like, okay, I'm committed. I can do a couple salvos, and then we can see how it works out from there. But first salvo, we take him out. We can go after the enemy battleship. And I'm not sure what the battleship's doing. I think he wants to visit the island chain that's just to the north of sea, but whatever he's doing, I have torpedoes. He's well within my range, and I don't think he's going to get out of my range. So you know what I want to do? I want to ambush him with my torpedoes. Remember, I am not detected. He does not have an aircraft in the sky, and there's nobody who has line of sight on me. So this should be a huge surprise to him. Is it risky? Oh, of course it's risky. But it's worth it. For glory. And I do confirm the friendly does send his torpedoes. He is a little greedy. Maybe he didn't expect me to be in this position. But it is a risk if I didn't pay 100% attention. And now we're within his just regular 2.5 kilometer detection. And I'm sure he's going, oh, crap. I thought it was only one set of torpedoes. Well, guess what? It's not just one. It's 2 great big sets from me. We take him out with the first set. Big damage. What could he do, right? We lose the friendly destroyer. An enemy ship looked to be going for D. Maybe he thought I was going to push north. He probably didn't expect me to be so aggressive in taking out the enemy battleship. While we're here, might as well try. Oh, well, the Amagi is not going to let me do that. He fires on my ship. He interrupts our ability to capture the base. The game is almost over, and I'm in the stream. Get more damage! Give me more damage! Any more I can get, I will be happy. Always push it. Never hold back. And we're going to get a little bit more damage. Just a little bit. Just a touch. We didn't get the kill, but I think we did plenty for our team. This was a great example of how to use the Hipper. And yeah, credit income, everything great. 4 kills, torpedo hits, citadels, fires, 105,000 points of damage done, over 540,000 credits earned. It was a great game. I loved it. We did 2,116 base XP. Where's the Atlanta? Where's the Atlanta? He's number 2 right behind me. He deserved just as much success there. We really overwhelmed and took out everyone who tried to stop us on the eastern flank, and we're pretty balanced. Mostly AP, but torpedoes as well. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the Hipper in this glorious game where we took on the enemies, and it didn't matter what class showed up, we were able to deal with them all. And the dragon flags are awesome. But do we really need to say that? No, everyone knows that. I hope you enjoyed the game, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.